Can you find love even if you don't use an app? How did your ancestors find their partner without a dating app? We're in this world where people are only connecting through their phones. They think if they don't have a phone, how are they gonna meet the love of their life? But they're buying programs to find their true love. And how did our ancestors seem to nail it? Like, obviously we're all here, so people were getting together before dating apps. I thought about this question, like if my husband passed on or I was back in the dating scene, would I get on a dating app? And I have to admit, I've never used a dating app. And I want to share something that might be a little controversial. I'm not judging anyone who gets on a dating app. By all means, do you. But I want to challenge you to take on a different concept for a minute. What if you put the dating app to the side for a second and just recognize that if we are like molecules in water, like you heat up some water and it starts to bubble, right? And they're just colliding with one another. As humans and as souls, we're constantly colliding with one another. And I'm gonna share also at the end of this exactly what I did to get into the relationship I am now with what I believe is a really deep, profound love with my business partner, with my lover. And I'm gonna share what I did because I obviously was single at one point and I didn't get on a dating app. But if you think about cells and they're bouncing around and you think about us as souls and we have cells and we're bouncing around this world, I don't believe we just bounce around and we are just like at the free will. I think we're actually meant to come together and form. Just like a molecule, just like anything, any substance in liquid form comes together and form, right? I actually believe this as a human form as well, that we're meant to come together with a specific, another cell, another human body to come together as one. And if that's true, and I believe that, then that means if I am just walking the path of my life and I'm staying in curiosity what I'm being drawn to, then that person is going to be in my same sphere. They're gonna show up whether it's at the gym or the grocery store or on a plane ride or sitting next to me at a restaurant or whatnot. They're gonna be in my sphere if they're meant for me. And I believe that, and maybe try that on. The right person's meant to be in my sphere and will come into my sphere. We kind of complicate it. We think that we have to get into action, and yeah, we have to open ourselves up, but we think we have to have an app or some type of technology to meet our true love. But what's been taught from a lot of the ancients is that you are going to bump into that person, that it is the law of physics for you to actually run into someone that could be a potential match for you if you just open the conversation, if you just open your heart and your willingness to meet new people where you're at in your everyday life. I don't think that you need to take on this idea of like going out and chasing and finding and searching. Maybe on this one, you get to say, I'm gonna open myself up to saying hi to someone. I'm gonna open my eyes to maybe this person doesn't look like what I really want, but I'm gonna open up my mouth in conversation, my openness to get to know someone new. I'm gonna put myself in new communities. Like maybe I feel called to a yoga class. Maybe I feel called to go on this expedition hiking somewhere. Sign up for it. Get yourself in different communities and just open yourself up to the curiosity of maybe a conversation, of maybe meeting someone new, and be curious. Not that you're trying to pull them in, but you're getting curious about them. So let me share what I did, and you could try this on as well. Setting down that dating app, you're gonna step into new communities, you're gonna step into new openness, and open yourself up to new conversations. The other thing I suggest is you're gonna drop into daily meditation, but you're gonna do it in a very specific way. You're gonna take out a pen and paper, your journal, and you're gonna write out what kind of qualities do you want in this partner? What do you desire to be doing together? And write it out as if it's already happened, right? So start writing it all out and really just dive in, like what's important to me, not what's important to the world or what I think I should want or have, but what's really important to me. How do I want to feel in their presence? What do I want to be doing with them? What are some of their characteristics? And what are my non-negotiables in this relationship? So get very clear on what you want. A lot of people don't really know what they want. So what do you really want? So writing all that out. And then when you drop into meditation, so I did this every single day, and it comes with the sound. So you're gonna have to bear with me. I learned this from Wayne Dyer, and I'm not kidding you. I was on the beach in Hawaii. I'm a single mom. I'm broke as a joke. I literally had to use standby tickets to get to the Hawaiian Islands to go to a wedding. And I had to camp on the Hawaiian Islands with my 2 little girls, literally camping because I didn't have money for a hotel. And I'm sitting on the beach because the waves are so loud that I feel like I can do this meditation, because I'm making the God sound as I'm meditating and seeing what I desire come out from my forehead. This is exactly what you do, and I'm gonna explain all of it. But I'm sitting in Hawaii, I'm doing this meditation, I'm calling in a business partner, and I'm calling in a lover. I don't know that they're combined. I'm not expecting them to be combined, but I'm putting that out there. I had met my husband briefly prior to this trip. I'm here now, and I'm now doing this meditation, but the energy of Hawaii is already amplifying it. I'm doing also in the mountains of my Colorado home, and I'm doing it for about 2 weeks. Fast track now. My now husband, who hits all the qualities that I wrote down, he said that during that time, he's reflecting on him sitting in his Vail, Colorado home. He said that during that time I was in Hawaii, he started having feelings for me. He started saying that I was coming up in his awareness. He had met me prior, but it was briefly, and he was like, oh, I wonder what Danette's all about. I'm kind of thinking about her. So he started looking me up on Facebook and just really feeling me and being kind of pulled in. You see, when you bring out meditation, you're basically pulling that energy towards you when you do meditation. And so this particular meditation is the awe meditation. It's the sound of God, the sound of orgasm. It's the awe sound. And you close your eyes, and as you're doing that awe sound, as long as your breath will allow, you're imagining that image, that thing that you're desiring coming out of your forehead with the sound that you're making. So you're the sound of creation, the sound of orgasm, the sound of God with your vision coming out. And you just do this, and you do it for anywhere from 5, 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes it feels really good because you're just releasing that sound and you're combining it with the vision, and voila, magic happens. I've used this in many, many different things I've been calling forward in my life, and I happen to call in love, and I hope that for you too. If you want to learn how to do this specific meditation and what that sound is, I've recorded it for you. Go ahead and click the link in the description and we'll send it to you right away.